Hello and welcome. Are you a wireless microphone fan like I am? If so, I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite tips for using wireless mics in my video production services. My name is Cree, and on this channel I talk about tech with context. And today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite microphones that I'm using more and more in my video production services. There are these small sized and affordable wireless mic systems from DJI to Rode to Hollyland, all sorts of different systems out there now. And regardless of what system you go with, I'm going to share with you how I get the most out of these microphones. When it comes to video production, whether you're going on site to film a client or you're filming in a studio environment like this, you can never be too organized. So although some of these systems do come with their own cases, let me show you what happens when you actually take a closer look at what you need to film any type of video for a client. So right here is the DJI system. So if I open this up right here, this is great. It's got one receiver, it's got two transmitters right here, and it also has this charging case. So what's great about this system is, if you're on site and you need to charge your microphones or your system at all, you can put them in this case and you can charge them on the go. But here's the thing about DJI and Rode and all of these different microphone systems is they give you additional accessories. So I don't know why DJI decided to give you this great case with all these microphones and then give you this cord that's just lying out there, but I digress. When it comes to these microphone systems, you're going to have additional accessories like lavalier mics. You're going to have dead cats. These are what cover the mic to protect from wind and noise. You're also going to have things like earbuds to monitor your audio, all different types of accessories. So my advice to you is to find a case to put all of your items in. And on top of that, what you should also do is place labels on everything. So I own multiple audio systems now, wireless audio systems, and especially with my Rode setups, I have two sets of Rode mics. That means I have two receivers and four transmitters, and while I'm miking everybody up, it is nice to know who is matched up with what mic. So that's something else that I also recommend when it comes to tip number one. Get organized, put everything in a case, and make sure you have everything labeled. All right, this next tip is especially helpful if you are placing one of these microphones on a woman. Now, you can clip these transmitters directly onto a t-shirt. You can use a magnet like I'm using here on my shirt to attach the microphone right into the front of the person. But sometimes a woman might be wearing a low-cut blouse or a dress or some sort of a situation where it's not as easy to clip this microphone directly to their shirt. So what I do is I just place a dead cat over the microphone. This helps in the event that the shirt is going to rub up against the microphone, but I just clip this directly to an undershirt or a bra. You can just cover the microphone with the shirt or the blouse or the jacket that the woman is wearing, and this is very helpful. Now, sometimes the microphone can look a little bulky, or that furry dead cat might be sticking out of their shirt. And in that case, you do want to use a lavalier mic. These are fantastic. I have them in both black and white, depending on the person's shirt color. And all you have to do is run the lavalier mic directly to this wireless microphone system. They can be pretty much wherever, and you have that lavalier mic right there. Now, the thing about lavalier mics is that you can't use the same lavalier mic for multiple microphone systems. So in my case, I have DJI mics. I also have Rode mics, and so I do have to have different lavalier mics for different systems. But either way, I can either clip these transmitters directly to a shirt or a bra or an undershirt, and if that doesn't work, then I just use a lav mic. So this next tip is one of my favorite tricks when it comes to video production, especially at events. So what you can do with these wireless mics is you can turn any shotgun mic into a wireless mic. In order to do this, you just take your shotgun mic, and this is just a small size one, but it can be any sized shotgun mic. You're going to take the transmitter or the microphone portion of the wireless mic. All you do is plug this in, and now you have a wireless mic. So I use this in a couple of different scenarios. Number one, if I have multiple speakers who are speaking at a podium, I'll just place a shotgun mic with a wireless mic on the podium. And then that way it's going to pick up that audio signal. The other thing I'll do is if it is a situation where you have people in the audience who are asking questions and there's a dedicated mic stand where people walk up and speak into a microphone to ask their questions, I can just place one of these kind of on that microphone stand somewhere, and I can capture audio from there as well. Now, when it comes to events, the next tip is if you need a mobile microphone, and that means you might have people in the audience with questions and you have a dedicated person who's responsible for handing the microphone around when somebody needs to speak into the microphone. So what I've done is I've purchased one of these mic handles from Rode. There are multiple ones on the market. All you have to do here is take your microphone and clip it right here into the top of the mic. You can see that the microphone is right here up top. These microphone handles do come with a foam cover. In this case, Rode has one, but it has Rode written all across the top here. So what I've done is I've purchased a third-party foam cover, and you can get any color you want really. And this is what you can carry around and just hand to people if they want to speak into a microphone. So the big thing about events and when you're on site doing video production, live streaming, or anything like that for a client, it's really important that you make sure that you capture all the audio so that the audience can hear everything. So whether it's placing a wireless shotgun mic somewhere or using these more mobile microphone options, these work really well when it comes to the video production services that I deliver. This next one is really handy. You can capture audio from these wireless mics and you can send that signal to any external recorder. So this one right here, I just use a 3.5mm to XLR adapter. I'm going to plug this adapter into one of the XLR inputs on this recorder. I'm going to attach the receiver. Now remember, the receiver is receiving the signal from the microphones, so you're going to attach the receiver to this adapter, and now you're going to be able to capture the audio directly on this device. Now what's really helpful is that if you have a wireless microphone system that does not have 32-bit float, you can capture that audio into a 32-bit recorder and you can take advantage of that higher quality audio. So it's all the rage right now in the new wireless systems that are coming out. And if you don't have one, consider using an external recorder and you can easily capture whatever audio you need. This last tip has to do with the wireless mic system that I gravitate to the most, and that is the Rode wireless system. So I am using the Rode Wireless Go 2s. Now, Rode did recently come out with the new Wireless Pros, which I did a video about. There's a link in the description for that one too. But what's great about this system is I also have a Rodecaster Pro 2. What I like to do is pair each of my microphones. I have 4 of them. I can pair each of them with their own individual channel on my Rodecaster Pro 2. I can monitor the audio levels for each person and I can record internally. I can also record directly on the microphone on the device for the Rodes. This works very well for me and I absolutely love it. Now I might be a little biased because I do own additional Rode equipment that I can pair these microphones to, but you know, there really isn't anybody else on the market doing this at this time. It makes my life so easy when it comes to post-production. I have everything in one spot. While I'm on site, I have everything that's nice and compact, and I have everything that I need in front of me. So these are my favorite tips and things that I use on the daily basis when I'm conducting video production services. If you like this video, I invite you to give a thumbs up down below, and I also put out weekly videos like these, so be sure to subscribe. Thank you as always for tuning in, and I'll see you again in next week's video.